Hey, Gabriel here with the Icon Capture GPS Intelligence Brief for July 31st, 2026. All right, commercial research analysts and business development leads, we need to talk because this is one of those boards where if you only look at the opportunity count, you are going to misread the market. Here's what I want to do with you today. I want to walk through the new opportunity flow, the legislative and executive movement, the regulatory and court signals, and then bottom line what this means if you're actually managing a portfolio right now and trying to decide where to lean in, where to stay patient, and where you may be kidding yourself. Before we start, this is the last brief before this terrain window narrows. 0 seats left in the GPS displacement window review. 0 opportunities. Competitive displacement windows this week. That signal is what opened this session, and it will not repeat the same way tomorrow. The question is no longer what you could chase. It is what is still reachable before this window closes, and what needs to start now for the 12 to 18-month board. Code GPS26W4 at the-icon.ai capture. Now, let's read the board. So let's get right to the facts. Over the last 168 hours, GPS surfaced. 0 new opportunities posted on SAM.gov. 0 federal hiring signals across 0 agencies. And all of that is happening while market BCL is new %, with 0 agencies stalled under the continuing resolution. The past week has been what we might call a quiet storm in our sector. With 0 opportunities popping up in the capture ticker, there's an eerie silence, yet it speaks volumes. Many of us know that a lack of activity doesn't mean inactivity beneath the surface. 0 top opportunities and a static BCL percentage suggest that the market's accessibility is currently more significant than its raw volume. The absence of legislative or executive updates only reinforces the notion that we are in a holding pattern. What does this mean for commercial research analysts and business development leads? Essentially, it highlights the importance of patience and strategic positioning. The capture terminal shows that sometimes the board's silence is its own message. A call to refine current strategies rather than pursue new leads. Managers who read this tape understand that accessibility is about being ready for the next wave of activity, not just chasing numbers. While opportunity flow remains stalled, this period allows us to recalibrate and prepare for when the floodgates open again. It's not about the immediate gain, but setting up for the long-term play. As the market steadies itself, the real advantage lies in readiness and strategic foresight rather than knee-jerk reactions to volume scarcity. Turning to secondary signals, we're looking at a landscape ripe with subtle clues. Terrain holes are non-existent, which could indicate either a fully mapped environment or a complete lack of movement. In tandem with 0 hiring and lobbying activity, it suggests a rare alignment or consensus in market strategy. A scenario often associated with mispricing. For those who read this market, it's a sign that opportunities might be hiding in plain sight. The absence of court opinions and lobbying clusters is telling. It implies a lack of contention or friction, which usually precedes market shifts. This is the kind of quiet that should make business development leads sharpen their pencils, looking for sectors or niches that might be undervalued or overlooked. Mispricing often lives where the noise is absent, and that's where smart portfolio moves can be found. For commercial research analysts, the takeaway is clear. Monitor these secondary signals closely. They often serve as precursors to significant shifts. A market this quiet is not a sign of stability, but a precursor to change. Those who can interpret these signals will be well positioned to capitalize on the next wave of activity, making strategic moves before the rest of the market catches on. The current market is characterized by stagnant opportunities, with no active engagements or progress in agency collaborations, indicating a need for strategic recalibration in both federal and commercial sectors. Key questions for stakeholders. Are we accurately interpreting federal demand signals to identify viable commercial adjacencies? How can we leverage system theory to anticipate and adapt to market shifts? What are the barriers preventing us from capitalizing on terrain intelligence in real time? Our conviction is clear. A disciplined focus on refining our synthesis of demand signals and market dynamics will be pivotal in transforming untapped potential into actionable opportunities. Last thing before I sign off, and I want to be direct. 0 seats left in the GPS Displacement Window review. When this window closes, the terrain that justified it moves on. Tomorrow's signal will be different. The next session will read a different board. If the brief we just walked through gave you a reason to act, now is the time. Code GPS 26W4. communities.theicon.ai/capture the-govcon-elite. 0.0 million records, 4 verticals ready. Provenance traced from bill to award. Like and subscribe if you're managing a federal grant, research, GovCon, or commercial portfolio. I drop a new GPS brief every weekday. All links, terminal preview, Shipley sessions, live cohort calendar, and the full brief are at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Register free and it's all there. This is Gabriel. I'll see you tomorrow. Just a quick note, you will be disconnected in